Magandang araw! Sama-sama tayong matuto sa Teacher Sal Learning Resource Channel.
A revised K-12 curriculum, English 2, Quarter 3, Week 4. Comprehend stories, note important elements from stories, characters, settings, events. Good morning, class. How are you today? Which picture shows the problem? Which picture shows the solution to the problem? Which picture shows the problem? Which picture shows the solution to the problem? In this lesson, you will point out words that are commonly used and note important elements from stories like the characters, setting, and events. Identify the problem and solution of the story, and sequence at least 3 events. Also, you will identify words that label actions, doing words, verbs. Lastly, you will use your own words in retelling stories about animals. Oh, there are a lot of garbage on the floor. What should I do? Clean the floor, collect the clutter, gather the garbage. Sweeps. Oh, this is such a heavy box. What am I doing? Pulling the box, moving the box, transferring box. Drags. Oh, my leg is so stiff from walking far. I can't move it anymore. What does limps mean? Walk with difficulty. Limps. I am going to read a story. Listen as I read it because I will ask you to read it too. The Kind Street Sweeper. Mr. Bao, a hard-working Carabao, lives in a tent at the end of the forest. He sweeps the dirty forest spots and land every day and makes sure they are clean and safe for everyone. Before he goes out of his tent every morning, he bends his knees to pray and thank the Lord for a bright new day. Next, he eats his morning meal fast and keeps his lunch in a belt bag. Then, he turns off the lamp, goes out of his tent, and does his task. As he sweeps the forest spots, he meets a young goat named Fawn, who limps. She drags a large basket of carrots across the path. Mr. Bao stops sweeping the path. "Let me help you with that, Fawn," he said kindly. He takes the basket and carries it across the path. "Thank you, Mr. Bao," Fawn said, with a smile. "You are so kind to help me." "You're welcome, Fawn," Mr. Bao said. "It is always good to help others when we can." Who are the characters in the story? Mr. Bao, hardworking Carabao, and Fawn, the goat, are the characters in the story. Where did the story happen? In a forest. What happened in the story? Mr. Bao meets a goat and helps her carry a large basket of carrots. What is the problem of Fawn the goat? The basket of carrots is heavy. How did she solve her problem? She drags the basket across the path. How did Mr. Bao help in solving her problem? Mr. Bao carries the basket for Fawn the goat. Study the picture pairs. Put a cross in the pictures that show problems. Check the pictures that show solutions. For the first set of pictures, problem and the solution. Next, what does the first picture pair show? Which picture shows the problem? Which one shows the solution? for the next set of pictures. Cross. Check. What does the second picture pair show? Which picture shows the problem? Which one shows the solution? Let us read the sentences from the story. Mr. Bao sweeps the dirty forest plots. He makes sure they are clean and safe. He meets a young goat named Fawn. He observes the goat. Fawn the goat drags a heavy basket. What does Mr. Bao do? Sweeps. What do these words tell? Actions. What do we call the words that tell actions? Action words. Read the sentences, circle the action words. Mr. Bao lives in a tent. Lives. He sweeps the forest paths. Sweeps. He makes sure the forest paths are safe. Makes. He goes out of his tent. Goes. He bends his knees. Bends. Complete the sentence by filling in the missing words. In every problem, there is a solution. It is important to know the who, the where, and the what in the story. Other words for the underlined words. Other words for the underlined words are blank, blank, an event in the story. Character, place. Action words are words that tell action. Read the sentences, copy the words that show action. Mr. Bao prays to the Lord. Prays. He eats his meal. Eats. He keeps his lunch in a belt bag. Keeps. He turns off the lamp. Turns off. He goes out of his tent. Goes. Read the sentences, copy the words that show action. Mr. Bao does his task. Does. He sweeps the forest paths. Sweeps. He meets a young goat named Fawn. Meets. Fawn limps. Limps. She drags a large basket of carrots. Drags. For day 2, segment onset and rhyme. Read words correctly for meaning and write words legibly. Let us read all together the words from the story we read yesterday. Sweeps. Bends. Drags. Tent. Limps. Basket. Paths. Makes. Lives. Safe. In this lesson, you will read words with final st, nd, it, mp, nt sounds. Segment onset and rhyme. Read words correctly for meaning, based on word patterns, and write words legibly and correctly, based on word patterns. Read the words below. Tent, fast. What is the first word? Tent. What is the beginning letter of the word tent? Consonant letter T. What letter follows the beginning letter of the word tent? Vowel letter E. What letter is the third letter of the word tent? Consonant letter N. What is the last letter of the word tent? Consonant letter T. Read the words below. Consonant T, vowel E, consonant N, consonant T. What is the word pattern that you see in the word tent? What is the second word? Fast. What is the beginning letter of the word fast? Consonant letter F. What letter follows the beginning letter of the word fast? Vowel letter A. What letter is the third letter of the word fast? Consonant S. What is the last letter of the word fast? Consonant letter T. Read the words below. Consonant F, vowel A, consonant S, consonant T. Complete the table below by writing words that follow the consonant vowel, consonant, consonant, or CVCC word pattern. Tent, fast, bend, lamp, limp, belt. Let us read once again the story entitled The Kind Street Sweeper. Mr. Bao, a hard-working Carabao, lives in a tent at the end of the forest. He sweeps the dirty forest spots and land every day and makes sure they are clean and safe for everyone. Before he goes out of his tent every morning, he bends his knees to pray and thank the Lord for a bright new day. Next, he eats his morning meal fast and keeps his lunch in a belt bag. Then, he turns off the lamp, goes out of his tent, and does his task. As he sweeps the forest spots, he meets a young goat named Fawn, who limps. She drags a large basket of carrots across the path. Mr. Bao stops sweeping the path. "Let me help you with that, Fawn," he said kindly. He takes the basket and carries it across the path. "Thank you, Mr. Bao," Fawn said with a smile. "You are so kind to help me." "You're welcome, Fawn," Mr. Bao said. "It is always good to help others when we can." What are the characteristics of Mr. Bao the Carabao? He is hardworking, he is prayerful, he is helpful, he is kind. What are the characteristics of Fawn the goat? She does not give up. She is thankful to Mr. Bao. How does Fawn walk? She limps. Why does she limp? Because she drags a basket of carrots. Why does she drag the basket of carrots? Because it is heavy. She cannot carry the basket across the path. How was the problem of Fawn about the heavy basket of carrots solved? Mr. Bao carried the basket across the path. How did Mr. Bao solve the problem of having dirty forest spots? He sweeps the forest spots every day. Arrange the following events in order, then tell the story using your own words. Mr. Bao sweeps the forest spots. Mr. Bao keeps his lunch in his belt bag. Mr. Bao carries the basket of carrots. Mr. Bao prays. Here are the correct answers. Read the words below. Lamp. What is the first sound we hear in the word lamp? L. How do we read the group of letters next to it? Amp. Read the word beside the illustration. Write the name of the illustration in your notebook. Tent. Belt. Lamp. Fast. Bend. Complete the sentence by filling in the missing word or words. We read words by sounding out the first blank of the word and connecting it with the sound of the syllable beside it. Letter. In the word lamp, the sound of the first letter is blank, and it is followed by the syllable amp. L. Underline the words that end with the syllables in the parentheses. Mr. Bao's tent was last in the forest. Tent. Mr. Bao and his friend rest in the tent. Rest. They bend as they clean the land. Bend, land. Mr. Bao and Fawn help each other. Help. He keeps his lunch in a belt bag on the post. Belt. Read again the story. Look for 5 words that follow the CVVC word pattern. Write it on the space provided. Here are possible answers: path, task, Lord, found, help, kind. For day 3, use vocabulary referring to community. Express ideas about one's experiences within the community, and compose text to react to the character, setting, or events in a story. Let us read the words. List. Limp. Bend. Post. What do you do when you list? Write. Act out writing something in the air or on a pretend notebook. What do you do when you limp? Limp. Act out walking slowly while pretending one leg is sore. What do you do when you bend? Bend. Bend your body forward or sideways. What do you do when you post? Pretend to put up or stick something on a board or wall. Why are these words called action words? They tell about actions. Look at the list of words from the story that I read to you. List, limp, bend, post. What is the first sound we hear in the word list? L. How do we read the group of letters next to it? Ist. L plus ist equals list. What is the first sound we hear in the word limp? L. How do we read the group of letters next to it? Imp. L plus imp, limp. What is the first sound we hear in the word bend? B. How do we read the group of letters next to it? End. B plus end equals bend. What is the first sound we hear in the word post? P. How do we read the group of letters next to it? Ost. P plus ost, post. In reading words, it is important to sound out its first letter and connect it with the sound of the syllable beside it. Sound the first letter, connect it to the group of letters next to it, then read the word. L plus it, list. L plus imp, limp. B plus end, bend. P plus ost, post. Let us read the story, The Community Helpers. The Community Helpers. Mrs. Clara, the bird and the town's dedicated teacher, lists the names of all the learners in her class. She tests their skills in reading and counting numbers. As she lists the names, her pen drops, so she bends to pick it up. Then, she happily pauses the test scores on the bulletin board. Mr. Bao, the hard-working Carabao who lives in a tent, continues to sweep the paths of the forest. All the other community helpers like Nurse Nor, the boar, and the Dr. Lay, the lion, patiently attend to the sick. Found, the goat, still limps after joyfully distributing food to the animals. Since last on the line, she waits for her turn to be checked by the health workers. Each one helps to maintain a healthy and safe community. Who are the characters in the story? Mrs. Clara, the bird, Mr. Bao, the hardworking Carabao, Dr. Lay, the lion, Nurse Nor, the boar, and Fawn, the goat. What is the role of Mrs. Clara in the story? The town's teacher. What about Mr. Bao, Nor, Dr. Lay, and Fawn? Street sweeper, nurse, doctor, and food provider. Listen carefully as I read some lines from the story. Then, answer the questions that I will ask you. Mrs. Clara happily paused the test scores on the bulletin board. What do you think Mrs. Clara feels while posting the test scores of the learners? Happy. How did you know that she is happy? What word in the sentence tells you about it? Happily. Mr. Bao, the hardworking Carabao, continues to sweep the paths of the forest. What character trait does Mr. Bao possess? What word tells you about it? Hardworking. Encircle the correct answer from the given choices. Blank is an example of a character's feelings or trait. Limp, nurse, joyful. The answer is C, joyful. Action words are words that tell blank. Action, words, happy. You're right, the answer is A, action. Which of the following words is an example of a word that follows the CVCC word pattern? First, fist, feast. The answer is B, fist. Which action word shows the CVCC word pattern? Bend, tent, path. The answer is A, bend. What feeling does Mrs. Clara feel when she posted the test scores? Sad, happy, angry. It is letter B, happy. For day 4, segment onset and rhyme, read words correctly for meaning based on word patterns and write words legibly and correctly based on word patterns. Let us read the words aloud. List. Bend. Path. Turn. Test. Limp. Pick. Help. Post. Tent. Bird. What have you noticed with these words? They follow the CVCC word pattern. In this lesson, you will read words in CVCC with final ST, NT, ET, MP, NT. Sounds, segment, onset, and rhyme. Read words correctly for meaning based on word patterns, and write words legibly and correctly based on word patterns. fast, land, tent, lamp, rest, post, belt, band, last. Let us read the first word. Fast. What is the first sound we hear in the word fast? F. How do we read the group of letters next to it? Ast. It is easier to read words by sounding out its first letter and connecting it with the sound of the syllable beside it. F plus ast, fast. L, amp, lamp. B, elt, belt. L, and, land. R, est, rest. B, and, band. T, and, tent. P, ost, post. L, ast, last. Let us read the story The Community Helpers again. The Community Helpers. Mrs. Clara, the bird and the town's dedicated teacher, lists the names of all the learners in her class. She tests their skills in reading and counting numbers. As she lists the names, her pen drops, so she bends to pick it up. Then she happily pauses the test scores on the bulletin board. Mr. Bao, the hard-working Carabao who lives in a tent, continues to sweep the paths of the forest. All the other community helpers like Nurse Nor, the boar, and the Dr. Lay, the lion, patiently attend to the sick. Fawn, the goat, still limps after joyfully distributing food to the animals. Since last on the line, she waits for her turn to be checked by the health workers. Each one helps to maintain a healthy and safe community. What are the characteristics of Mrs. Clara the bird? She is a dedicated teacher. She is happy about the test scores of the learners. What are the characteristics of Mr. Bao the Carabao? He is hardworking. What are the characteristics of Nurse Nor and Dr. Lay? They patiently attend the sick. What are the characteristics of Fawn? She joyfully distributes food. Find a partner and act out the characteristics below. Happy, prayerful, joyful, patient, angry.